This is the future.
Pillage is one of the strongest subsumable abilities in the game. Once you have subsumed this ability to a Warframe, it gives you instant survivability and defense strip. Every time it travels and hit the enemies, you strip both their armor and shield, and at the same time, you will be gaining shields. It's the best ability in the game for a very long time, but if there's one thing that long-time Hildryn fans want to achieve on this ability, that is the 100% defense strip. I am talking about a pillage build that in one cast, can strip all armor and shields of any enemies in the game. Well, almost all enemies, that is, since pillage don't work on acolytes when the shields is still there, it will only strip their armor when the shields are down. But despite that, a 100% pillage build is so busted, especially for those players who likes to run in endurance runs, or level cap missions. The only problem is, it can't be achieved in the past since pillage requires 400% power strength to achieve the complete defense removal feature, but after the Angels of Zariman, things have changed. Honestly, I was about to feature this updated pillage Hildryn build a couple of days after the Angels of Zariman update, but it feels lame in my opinion and I don't like how it turns out, especially doing real mission with the build. So the idea was, to put a 313% power strength on Hildryn with the help of these mods. In this case, primed vigor is a personal preference, and if you think range would be better in your playstyle, then I suggest you replace it with stretch. However, it would take another form if you want to do that for this build. 8 meters radius for pillage on my playstyle is enough, since I have subsumed gloom into this build. This makes this build a mid-range maestro Hildryn that locks everything within 16 meters with the 95% slow of gloom, then allowing me to steal shield and armor with pillage. This is the perfect Hildryn build for my playstyle, and it's almost perfect since it's close to 100% defense removal, with 313% power strength, and Molt Vigor adding 45% power strength after each cast of operator ability. I can gain 89.5% defense strip. Like I have said, I was planning to release this synergy after Angels of Zariman, as I can gain total defense strip if I subsume the Helminth ability called Empower instead of Gloom. But again, it's not suited for my playstyle, and I just don't like it. Luckily, Digital Extremes added another power strength arcane, and it is called Molt Augmented, that gives 60% power strength at max stack. This arcane is like a double-edged sword for this build though. The upside is that it gives you 60% power strength, and with the already 313% power strength we have on Hildryn, plus the Molt Vigor that gives 45% power strength, we can finally get 400% power strength for full defense strip without removing the gloom build. The downside is, it only stack per kill and it would take about 250 stacks to reach that 60% power strength. So obviously, this arcane, or this Hildryn build is meant only for steel path levels, or endurance runs to gain the benefit of it. The good news is, once the arcane has the max stack, it will stay until your Warframe is dead. Another thing that we should discuss here is the issue that this is a stupid build because it cost a lot of stuff just to gain the 400% power strength for pillage. You can do this or save up a lot of resources by just using the Anaru Focus Caustic Strike to fully strip armor, and Magnetic Flare to fully strip enemies' shields. I could have wasted all your time if it weren't for the fact that this Hildryn build actually opens up to a new combo with Hildryn. I would say that the range of the full defense strip is better with pillage than Anaru's abilities, and also, using this specific setup allows you to use and experiment build varieties, by using other focus schools. To give you an example, a Zariman melee-oriented, 400% pillage Hildryn is very good with this type of setup. I don't know if it's just me, but after the update, the guns in this game has so much power, and I think that melee goes back to square one where it needed a lot to make it powerful. Well, not all though, as there are still meta melee weapons in the game, and I'm not referring to the very old meta melee. The current standing of weapons right now is that secondaries are on top, then the primary and melee weapon are vying for second place, with primary having a slight edge because of those arcanes. That's how I view the current tier list of weapons in the game right now. With this Hildryn build, you will be able to have some dumb fun with any melee weapon using the Zariman setup. With a build that can remove all defenses of enemies, I can have tons of fun with the new Scythe Hespar using this Hildryn build. I know many are disappointed with this two-handed scythe, because they think it's mediocre at best, but with the right setup though, it can still slap and you can have some dumb fun with it. Now, this is not the only combo I will be showing this week. I have reserved a couple, so stay tuned and I hope you will enjoy the content. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.